There, I'm at the bus station. The heat is getting better now, and better as in it's getting hotter. It's unbearable at home, but outside I'm alright. Outside is nice, I like the heat. But inside, because our homes are built to keep heat in, because it's cold most of the year, it's unbearable at night, man. It's just, fans don't work either. It's just, an air conditioning costs thousands to install. I should try and get one of those tower fans. Those are probably quite good. But at night, oh my days, it's so unbearable. Like, opening window doesn't help either. But anyway, yeah, I'm off to the cinema today. Then I'm off to work. Then I'm back to the cinema. So, yeah, that is the plan for today. I'm going to see A Quiet Place day one. It is Thursday, so the release date is tomorrow, but they released it today, one day early. So, A Quiet Place day one. This was not directed by John Krasinski, which is a surprise to me, but it's a prequel for when it first started, when Outbreak first started. I'm excited to see that. We saw like a teaser of that in A Quiet Place Part 2 at this opening scene. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this, and I hope it's good. And it looks good, it looks terrifying, and I cannot wait. Then I'm off to work. That's going to be part of the vlog. We're going to come back to the vlog later on, because I'm going to watch Bikeriders. Tom Hardy's in this one. There's a few other notable names in Bikeriders. It looks like a good film, and it's got a good cast, and Tom Hardy's my favourite actor, so I'm going to go and see it. So, double movie night today, and it's going to be fun. Ben Butler, Jodie Comer, Norman Reedus, and Michael Shannon. Those are the other big names in the Bikeriders. Looking forward to it. This is also the first day with no Euros, because the knockouts are coming. Group stages are over. We had Euros every day, 3 games a day most days, since the start. What was it? When did it start? June the 10th? On the Friday, I think June the 7th was a Friday. It started on June the 7th. Ever since it's been every single day. But today on the 28th, no 27th, today's the 27th. The first day of no Euros until Saturday, the 29th. I'm feeling, I don't know what I'm feeling. I'm feeling a bit gutted that it's not every day anymore. Here we are, I assume we got aircon in here, but the windows, the doors are still open. Here we are, it is very empty. Right, so yeah, I didn't see an IMAX, the wrong timings. This was the last time I watched it at 12:50, so that was the last time I could watch it before. The next one was at like 2:10 or something. There was IMAX at 12:10, but I did not wake. I woke up about 11:30, so I was not going to make that. But regardless, I wanted to see an IMAX and I didn't, but it was still good enough in regular cinema screen. You know, it's still a cinema screen after all. I enjoyed it. It was a good prequel. It takes place in New York City. Lupita Nyong'o is the lead. Not her first time playing a lead in a horror movie. She's been in plenty of movies, not just horror. She's been in a lot, and she's been great in a lot of things. So I had full faith that she'd be fantastic. There's also there's a character from the second one. I'm not going to say who it is, but he's in the trailer anyway. So there was a connection to the main franchise. Obviously it's the same franchise, but it's a prequel. There was a connection, of course, through these certain characters. A good setup, I guess. A good connection to the first movies we saw. I'm still waiting for the sequel. I want Quiet Place Part 3. I want that more than this. But I was still excited for this, and I think it was good. I don't think it was as good as the original 2, but it's a different thing, because the original 2 is about a family trying to keep safe in the aftermath. This you get like the day it happened, the day the invasion happened, how it went down, how quickly it went to shambles. It was really cool to see that in like a city. Very depressing as well, very sad. There was a lot of compelling characters in this, both human and animal. There is a cat in this that is actually a really good character, but the human characters are great. You know, they're brilliant. There's really good storytelling, and as I said, great characters. And the monsters are as scary as ever. There's even new elements to the monsters, nothing too crazy or bizarre. They're the same creatures, but you get to see some things that they do that you didn't see before. Some things that they're capable of beyond just hearing. There are some things like, I don't want to spoil it, but there's certain things they do that are a bit fresh. They're just like, it's nothing like extravagant, nothing like significant difference, but there are slight things you can see, oh, they can do this as well. So yeah, I thought that was pretty nice. But yeah, it's very emotional, very emotional. Lupita's fantastic. The other guy, I can't remember his name, the young guy from England that's a law student, he's a good character. The cat was great, and there's other great characters too. And obviously, since it's a horror movie in a terrifying universe, not everything is a happy ending, but yeah, it was very interesting to see, and I liked it. So I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. I had a good time, and I recommend it. Definitely if you're a Quiet Place fan, and if you've never seen A Quiet Place, I guess you don't need to see the others to see this one. You don't need to see the others. I guess it's more compelling if you watch the others first and watch this as a prequel, because there is a character from the first 2 movies, but you don't have to. You can just watch this without watching the other 2. But I would recommend you watch all 3 anyway. But yeah, it is a good prequel, and it was good to see like the story of how it broke out and when it broke out and what happened. So yeah, solid 8 out of 10. I'm going to get some food now that I'm off to work. I've got less than an hour to my shift, and then I'll be back later on for an 8 PM Bikeriders film. So I'll be back here for that. It is 6:15 PM. Just got some food. I still got around 45 minutes until the movie. Fantastic. By the way, I mentioned before about adverts getting longer now, more than just 20 minutes. Today was 35 minutes. 35! The game's gone. The world's gone mad. 35 minutes of adverts before a film. That's ridiculous. I miss the old classic 10 minutes adverts, 10 minutes trailers, and into the film. Now it's just, today was 20 minutes adverts, and then movie trailers, and then more adverts, and then turn your phone off, it's time to watch the film, and then another advert, then you start the film. And it's 35 minutes. I'm just like, that's shocking. That's shocking. Got my limited card because I left it in my other wallet. Got a separate wallet for holidays, and I still got that wallet. I'm using still that wallet. In my other wallet is my limited card, and I forgot it. So luckily, I won't check today. But yeah, it's been 13. Let's go. In case you didn't know already, it's my Cineworld Unlimited card. I pay like £18 a month, and I get unlimited movies. It's a good deal. That's why I watch so much films. And I am out. It is past 10 PM. It's not fully dark yet. What's the exact time? My phone battery's on 19%. Got to hurry up with this finishing this vlog. My phone's on 18% and it's 10:20. Yeah, and it's not even fully dark yet. That's what I love about summer. The sun starts coming out at like 4 or 5 AM. Not the best if you're staying up that late. Sometimes I do. I did last night. And then the sun goes down like 9, 10 PM. It's just nice, you know? It's a nice long day. But anyway, Bikeriders. It's about a biker gang, of course. This is inspired by true events. So a photographer went around with a motorcycle club, documenting them, interviewing them, taking pictures. They allowed that, of course. And he wrote a book about it. And this film is based on that book, basically. This film is like inspired by that book. There's even a character in this that's interviewing them, just like the guy who wrote the actual book in real life. So there's real life pictures at the end of the film, at the credits, to show you comparisons. But yeah, Tom Hardy's the leader. He's the president of the club. Austin Butler is like the young guy who is like the next in line, and Jodie Comer is the love interest of Austin Butler, and it shows you their story, how they meet. And it's essentially it's an era where the culture around bike riding changes. It becomes more sinister, more crime, it becomes more violent over time. It used to be violent anyway, but it becomes more and more sinister and violent over time. It becomes not what it used to be, not what it is at the start of the film. It's very interesting, and it's based on real life events as well, around biker gangs in America and the Midwest and the US. There's a lot of things in there that are based on real life elements and real life eras in the late 60s and early 70s. It's very interesting because it's kind of historical, but also fictionalized as well, but it still has some accuracies here and there, which is quite interesting. It's definitely something to look into and just see how gruesome it really was. But yeah, it's a well told story. Really good acting. Early thing is like, where was it going? Ending was fine, I felt. It's just that the way it ended was so abrupt and sudden, like so many things happened. I'm just like, okay. It wasn't a bad ending, it was just, you know, kind of wanted something else from the ending. But yeah, eventually Austin Butler's character has got to make his mind up. Either choose his girl, Jodie Comer, or choose to stay with the gang. And the leader of the gang, Tom Hardy's character Johnny, he wants Benny, Austin Butler's character, to be the next leader. And Benny he doesn't really want to stay. At the same time, he's loyal to Johnny, but he's also got his wife trying to convince him otherwise. It's a very interesting storyline because the president of the club loves Benny, but so does his wife. So there's a bit of a crazy thing going on there, and then the biker gang. There's a lot of crazy things. There's a lot of violence, and there's some really sad scenes as well. It's good storytelling. And I was just talking to a guy, actually. I was talking to a guy after the film, which never happens. He came up to me like, what do you think? What movies you like? Have you seen Bad Boys? I'm just like, having a normal conversation with some random guy in Cineworld. That's never happened to me in the UK. Never happened to me. And I think that's partly because everyone in the UK just keeps to themselves, or they just don't want to talk to you. Especially in London. Mainly in London. But still, like, I just thought that was quite cool. Anyway, yeah, back to the review. I've basically done the review. It is good for what it is, and there's some interesting characters. In a big biker gang, you see some characters that are different to others, some that are nicer, some that are meaner, some that bring different values that the old members don't agree with. There's all different elements, all different types of conflicts, and it ends very abruptly. But yeah, let's just say not everyone gets a happy ending. I mean, it is a real life, realistically story about American biker gang life decades ago when it was rife with crime and everything. But yeah, considering everything, I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I would maybe want to give it higher because of the acting. The acting was incredible. The acting was brilliant. The performances from Jodie Comer, Tom Hardy, and Austin Butler, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm gonna give it 8.3. 8.3. That's my rating. I did like it a lot, and I'm glad I watched it. So yeah, this is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and goodbye.